things that I wanted to talk about is, and I actually forgot to cover this topic when I was like doing all those vlogs, for like the last 2 or 3 years. But well, before I get into this, I just wanted to say that ever since I made those two recordings, I kind of felt like maybe I should just make more content for a little while at least, I guess. So I don't know how long I'm going to do this because I might get tired of it and then take another break or whatever. But so yeah, now that I got that out of the way, so I was thinking about like why stuff like this happens and the similarities between me being targeted and people simply being bullied. And as most people know, bullies go after people who are different. And I don't know, like these type of people generally target people who are different. So if you're different, you stand out, and depending on the type of person who notices you, will depend on like how that's going to play out. So if you get really bad people and they're paying attention to you because you're standing out, you're probably going to get into a situation in which they're going to want to bully you. So I think that I'm bullied like in a way that is almost supernatural. Like it's like I don't know. And to be honest, I kind of felt like when I was in school I should have been bullied, and I don't know why I wasn't, because I was kind of bullied a little bit in middle school, and then I left, and I kind of feel like maybe I would have been better off if I was bullied in school. I know this is going to sound weird, but I kind of feel like I was supposed to be bullied, and that was like supposed to happen because I would be the type of person that would be bullied, I think. Um like, this sounds weird, but I think like that. Like I think like that. I'll just be like, I honestly think that because I wasn't bullied when I was in high school, that opened me up to something worse as an adult because I wasn't really prepared for, like, I don't know, like it was kind of like I needed to be trained for this as a youth, like when I was young. And like you're ready for it. By the time you're an adult, you just know exactly what you're dealing with the world, and you're ready. You have like the right mindset. Like you go out into the world thinking to yourself, I am my own person, so everybody is gonna just be on some bullshit with me because I'm my own person. So I know it's fucked up to be bullied, but at the same time, like if you're different, you're gonna have to come to terms with that shit at some point in your life anyhow. And it's just all you're doing is prolonging it. You're just saying, well, I'm going to try to conform or whatever right now so that I can avoid the misery that's eventually going to catch up to me and destroy my life at some point. And I guess that makes sense because you kind of want to enjoy your youth, but at the same time, you got to look at it like this. If you're not getting ready for it early on, when it comes and hits you, you're not going to be like prepared for that. And then it could be worse. Like, as an adult, if you make a mistake as an adult, you're actually really damaging your life. Like, if I was dealing with this as a child and I made mistakes, you see what I mean? Like, there's like this forgiveness that comes from you making a mistake as a kid because you're learning and growing. But as an adult, when you make mistakes, those mistakes will cost you. So what I'm saying is that, like, childhood is supposed to prepare us for the real world. So if I was avoiding the toxic bully people as a child, I wasn't preparing myself for the real world. So by the time the real world hits and I figure out that I'm super different and I'm my own person, and now I got a bunch of criminals and thugs and all these weirdos who hate me for that. So by the time I figure that out and I'm trying to adjust to that, and I'm going to like fumble every once in a while, every time I fumble, that is going to have a real world consequence. And plus, I wasn't really preparing myself. So I wanted to just say that I think that if you're going to be bullied, you're probably going to want to do it. I don't know. I don't want to say that you should be bullied as a kid because that's horrible. I mean, no one should be bullied. But if I would just say that, like, I appreciated the fact that I was able to have fun when I was young, but I think that came with a price. So like by the time I got into the world, I wasn't ready for any of this. Like I didn't even know that this was going to be a thing, and I kind of felt like I was making lots of mistakes. And like if I was getting bullied, and then let's assume that I was getting bullied as a kid, I think I would have just gotten past it by the time I was like, I don't know, 16 or 17 years old. I would have kind of just gotten past it and been good with it. And I would have just went out into the world with like the best attitude you could have and allowed everything to just go the way it was meant to go and just been like dealing with it better and just like, I don't know, just doing everything better because I would have had like experience dealing with bullies because I was going to be me in the end regardless. And I get the fact that people don't like me, and I don't really care because I don't really want to be liked. I don't think that I have to conform because I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I mean, we got a bunch of people who are just hateful and angry, and they're just after, the bullying people. And these people are not the type of people we should aspire to be. Like these people are super toxic, and they're super hateful. And I mean, why are we trying to be like that? I don't even know. Like, why is that good? But and as far as just the system, I mean, if people got beef with me, they got problems with me, I'm good with that. Like, I don't care if you guys got problems with me. I mean, I don't even care if you think you don't like what I do or you think that I'm a bad guy or whatever. I honestly just don't care because you know what? I think that I'm just gonna do what I want regardless, just like everybody else. So like and I'm not joking when I say that like the operation is so complicated. Like it's amazing. It's amazing. It's really amazing. Like how these people can reach you no matter what you're doing. And I do take it personally. Obviously, I'm going to take that personally. It's very personal. And I mean, I'm going to take it personally, but I don't really feel the need to like I don't know, to let these people have say so over like how things are gonna play out with me. It's like you can be that type of guy. Like they could be that hateful asshole that they are. They could be that towards me, but I don't really feel like I have to respond to that the way they want me to, I guess. Because it's their shit. And I don't have to be the perfect Christian either. Like I don't have to be the perfect Christian. I just really don't. I don't owe the church anything. As long as I feel like God and myself are on good terms, I don't really give a damn who thinks what about anything. And these people in the church have done nothing to make my situation better. They don't, it's just like you're doing what they want because they want you to do that. And it really just doesn't matter what they think about anything you do. And I am not really trying to do that. And I always, because I got my opinions about like how they just left me in this situation and didn't want to help. And God had to carry me throughout the entire ordeal by himself. And obviously they don't care because why would they care? It doesn't affect them. So, as far as people, whether people like me or not, I don't care about that, and I actually was considering just like opening up the comment section. I don't do that mainly because I'm giving the gang stalkers an opportunity to gang stalk. But I don't know. I was actually considering like having at least one or two of these open, at least for a little while, just to kind of get feedback from people. And doing that is really just telling the gang stalkers, go ahead and make your evil comments because I'm giving you that opportunity to do that. But I've actually been considering opening up the comment sections too. But I know it's like I just know that the people who are going to comment are going to be the gang stalkers. I know they will be, and it's kind of like, well, if the gang stalkers are going to hop on and say those perfectly calculated comments, those passive aggressive comments they like to make that seem are not obvious, but you're going to know, you're going to pick up on the little nuances, like you're going to get the little subliminal message behind what they're trying to say in their comment. But so I just figured I would cover, I just wanted to put this out there. And I am not going to be whatever it is they're trying to make me out to be. But then again, they can paint me in any light they want. Like society, the United States can say, this guy is the worst human. He is such a monster. I don't know. Look at him. Look at him just walking around, and he's so horrible. He's horrible. He's this minority, savage bastard from hell. Oh, Lord, help us. Oh, he's so bad. He's so bad. Oh, his existence. Or I don't know if that's what they're saying. I just don't know. You know, it's like when people hate you, and I have these miserable people, these miserable, hateful people, and they're like, oh, this guy is so awful," or something along those lines. I really don't know. It's just fascinating to me, you know, people, the way people think. But let me go ahead and close with that.